So, hello everyone, welcome to the lecture. Today we are going to discuss about a very interesting topic which is known as the evolution and the diversity of life. Okay, in this lecture we are going to discuss about the things which have been changed so that we are seeing ourselves and we are seeing our surroundings as they are today. Okay, so let's start this topic. Okay, so first thing which we having is known as the evolution and diversity of life. Okay, evolution and diversity of life. But what is the meaning of evolution and what's the meaning of diversity and why we are studying them together? So this is the first question which should come in our mind. Okay, so basically you can say like evolution is basically modification in existing things. Okay, basically the modification in the existing thing is known as the evolution, like something is evolved from these things. Okay, you can say if B coming out from A, then A was already existed. Okay, and B is evolved. Let me write down again. B is evolved from A, basically. So it is the meaning of evolution in simple terms. Got it? Now the next question is diversity. What do you mean by diversity? Okay, so basically you can say diversity means change or variations amongst living beings primarily. Again, amongst living beings primarily. Okay, so it is a diversity. Just take an example. If you see yourself, you are comes under the term human beings. Human beings. Got it? Human beings. And if you look outside, you may find so many animals like dog, like cat, like cow, like buffalo, okay, like ox. So many animals you can see outside. Okay, these animals are different in comparison of you. You having uh, 2 legs, 4 arms. They having 4 legs, no arms. Got it? So you can see that these all having different things. Okay, you also having different things. So you are not similar to them and they are not similar to you. This is the diversity. How the things are diversify in comparison of each other. This comes under term of diversity. Okay, so let's start. How do we evolve and how we are diverse from each other? Okay, so basically here you can see evolution and diversity of life is a fascinating topic in biology. Explores how living organisms have evolved over billions of years. Not 1 year, 2 year, not even a decade, half century or millennium. It's about billions of years. It's a long process. Okay, resulting in the incredible variety of species we see today. Got it? So let's start. So first thing which I have told you, it's a evolution. It's a evolution. Evolution is the process which living beings change over generation as a result of natural selection. Okay, what do you mean by natural selection? We will have a discussion over it in a short. Just remember the things which I am telling you right now. Okay, genetic variations, we had discussed this topic in a previous lecture. Okay, and environmental factors. This process leads to the adaptation of species to their changing environments and the development of new species over time. Got it? Now, let me tell you one thing which is very interesting, exciting. Okay, so today we are called a modern man. We are called a modern man. Okay, if you see the modern man, it simply means that we having a great technology. Okay, we having a great households, like you can see skyscrapers, buildings. Okay, we have a good means of transportation. We have a good food to eat. Okay, we are no longer hunters and gatherers. Okay, So these are the basic things which comes in our mind when we use the term modern man. But if I told you that the persons who living in 15th century and who living in 11th century, okay, nearly about 1,000 years back, they were also the modern men, then you will get confused. How you can say that? Did they have a technology like us? Did they have Instagram? Did they have a Facebook? Did they have a phone? No. Even if they had to contact, then they had to use Sandesha. Okay? Messenger. In movies, you have seen that there is a princess who wants to send a letter to the prince. Okay? Then she having no one. And I don't know what is the concept of bringing dragon into it. But the dragon is of good heart. He is a good man. He sent this letter from her to him. Then he is a bad guy. He killed the dragon and the princess started hating him. Okay, this is the movie concept. I'm just telling you to connect the things. Okay, so did they have a technology like us? Then the answer is no. Did they having a household like us? The answer is no. Did they having a transport like this? They having a aeroplane? They having a metros? They having a cars? The answer is no. Then how I can call them a modern man? So it simply means that there must be some old men. And if there was old man, then what is the definition of old man? How we can define that those persons were old, these persons are modern? Because I have told you, if you are having these characteristics, then you will come under the modern man category. But again, I'm telling you, the persons who were living back 1,000 years, they were also a modern man. And we know that they didn't have any things from them. Okay. Then if they were also modern men, then who were the old men? These are the questions which come in our mind. Okay. So let's start answering those questions. Okay. So that we could understand the concept. Okay. So let's start. So first of all, I will write down 4 names here. Okay. First is our Australopithecus africanus. Second one is our Pithecanthropus homo erectus. Third one is our Homo sapiens neanderthals. Fourth one is our Homo sapiens cro-magnon. Got it? So now let's understand what they are. Okay. So first of all, Australopithecus africanus are considered as our first ancestor. Okay. They were living nearly 50 lakh years ago. Nearly 50 lakh years ago. Okay. They were living on that time and they were completely like chimpanzee or completely like ape formation. Okay. They having their big skull, they having their big body, they having their big arms, they having their big fingers, and they were only hunters. Okay. They didn't know how to cook pasta and Maggie. Okay. They were only the hunters. Got it? Thereafter, we changed over the time and we became Pithecanthropus homo erectus. Okay. You can say they were early wiped men. Okay. They were early wiped men. Got it? So simply you can say that if we consider these persons, then these are like this. Gorilla will having, let me draw it again. Okay. Gorilla having 4 legs. It's not like a gorilla, but we could relate with it. Okay. All right, let me make it again. So this is the gorilla. Okay. So Australopithecus africanus are like this. Got it? But the Pithecanthropus homo sapiens get changed over the time and they were known as the early wiped men. So you can say they were looking like this. A person with two legs and two free hands. Okay, so they were looking similar to this. Got it? So they were the early white men and they are of free hands. Okay, so they were not using their four legs, which means two arms and two legs just to walk. They know how to walk on legs. So that's why they are the early white men who know the free use of hands. Got it? Thereafter, we evolved over a time. Okay, and then we became Homo sapiens Neanderthals. Got it? The Homo sapiens Neanderthals are similar to modern men. And second thing is they started buried their deads. Okay, those who got died, so they started to bury them. Got it? Like today we practice it. Got it? Thereafter, over a period of time, we evolved and we became Homo sapiens Cro-Magnons. These are the modern men. These are the modern men who are very much similar to us. Like today, we are like me and you. We are modern men because we having small skulls, large brain size. Just write down the characteristics. Small skull, large brain. We are food producers. Okay. We buried our death. What it? We know the free use of hands. So these are the characteristics which are considered under the term of modern man. And because today we having these characteristics, so that's why we are called as a modern man in a biological language. Got it? However, the modern man is something different in the society, but in a biological form, modern man is the person who having these characteristics. Got it? So you can say the Homo sapiens were the exact and were the complete modern persons who having a small skulls like us, who having a large brain size like us. However, they were not using it completely. Okay. Third, sorry, they were the food producers. They were not only the hunters. Fourth point, they burying their deaths. And fifth one, they know the free use of their hands. Got it? So it is the characteristics of the modern man. Okay. So now just see today what we are seeing, like me, you, your surrounding persons, we were not like that. Okay. In the starting, we were like the apes, we were like the monkeys. I'm talking about the Australopithecus africanus who were living 50 lakh years ago. They are the earliest ancestors. They are the earlier ancestors. Okay. They were the earliest ancestors of the human beings. Got it? Basically, it is said that we have been evolved from them. Okay. First, we were like a monkeys, like a apes. Thereafter, we started walking on our two legs. Okay. We came to know about the free use of hands. Then we became Homo sapiens, who were very much similar to the modern men, but not exactly like the modern men. And then we became Homo sapiens Cro-Magnons, and we started having the characteristics of modern man. Got it? So basically, it is saying that this is the transformation. Australopithecus to Pithecanthropus, from Homo sapiens Neanderthals to Homo sapiens Cro-Magnons. Okay, and remember, there were so many variations amongst us, but only several variations were able to survive, and this is known as the natural selections. Okay, we will learn about the natural selections in this chapter, evolution and diversity of life. Got it? But here I would like to tell you one thing, okay, which is very important and which is also the part of the current affairs. Okay, an interesting thing. Basically, it is believed that commonly believed, we have been evolved from from Australopithecus to Africanos. Then we became Pithecanthropus, Homo erectus, then Homo sapiens, Neanderthals, then Homo sapiens, Cro-Magnon. Okay, that's what we have discussed. But it was a year of 2021, more exactly the date of 21 June, 25 June 2021. Okay, 2021. When there was a name came out to the media sources, which is known as Dragon Man. It is known as Dragon Man. Okay, when this name came into the sources of media, okay, it was become a point of attraction for various people who were wanted to know about the evolution and diversity of the life. Okay, so what was the concept of Dragon Man? Basically, Dragon Man simply says that the transformation from Australopithecus africanus to Homo sapiens Cro-Magnon is not as directly as we considered, like Australopithecus africanus to Pithecanthropus to Homo sapiens, then Homo sapiens Cro-Magnon. This is the common phenomena which we accepted that okay, we have been evolved from this way to this way. But the discovery of Dragon Man raised a question over these things. Okay, and it is said that we have been not evolved this much directly. There were several humans species also which were not survived, however, but they were there. Got it? And then Dragon Man came into the existence. Got it? But let's understand a discussion over the Dragon Man so that we could understand how did it challenge the existence. Okay, so Dragon Man, basically it was discovered in the year of 1933. In the year of 1933, but it was came into limelight in the year of 25th June 2021. Okay, so it was the date of 25th June year of 2021 when the Dragon Man came into the media sources. Okay, after was discovered in 1933. And basically why it was called Dragon Man? Was it having a face like a dragon, or was he be able to expel out the fire from his mouth? So the Dragon Man was not named like this. Dragon Man was basically named after Lingjiang area of China. Okay, it was the Lingjiang area of China. Got it? And Lingjiang area is known as the area of dragon. Okay, in the local language of China, which is the Chinese. No, Chinese is not the local language of China. Okay, just corrected. The local language is Mandarin. Okay, let me write down again. It is Mandarin. Okay, so the local language of China is not Chinese, is Mandarin. Okay, so basically in Mandarin, Lingjiang, Lingjiang, which is known as the area of dragon in the Mandarin language, the Dragon Man skull found, and it is a skull of human being. It is a skull of human being which who was used to live nearly about 1,46,000 years ago. Okay, 1,46,000 years ago, this man whose skulls had been found in the year of 1993 was used to live in the area of Lingjiang, in the area of dragons. Got it? So it was the questionable mark over the evolution theory which we were following. Like we had a simple phenomena. We were Australopithecus africanus. then we change into the Pithecanthropus, then we change into the Homo sapiens Neanderthals, and then we change into the Homo sapiens Cro-Magnon. But Dragon Man was somehow not fitted into the evolution pattern which we had, so that's why it's challenged the authority of that evolution pattern. It simply states that we were not like that as simple as we considered it. Got it? Now let's move forward. Okay. So here we have finished about several phenomena of evolution understanding. Okay. Now let's move forward. So when we move forward, we come to know about the basic question in the evolution itself. Okay. That is a question of evidences for evolution. How we could say that we have been evolved. Okay, there must be some evidences to support the statement that we have been evolved. We were not like that we are today. Okay, for this we basically having three resources known as homologous organs. Thereafter we having analogous organs. Then we having vestigial organs. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. These are the organs which made us to believe that we had been evolved. Got it? So what do you mean by these organs? Okay, let's start with homologous organ. Okay, they are seen different but having common work. Okay, next one is analogous. They are the seen similar but having different work. Okay, wherever the vestigial organ is not useful in our body. Okay, so these are the organs like homologous organs, like analogous organs, like vestigial organs. Got it? So basically, let's take an example of these organs and then we will try to understand these organs. Got it? So basically, for homologous organs, let's take an example of human and lizard. Got it? For analogous organ, let's take an example of bird wings and insect wings. Okay. For vestigial, let's take an example of appendix. Got it? So basically, homologous organs are those organs which look different but they are having a common work, or basically you can say having a common internal structure. Okay, like if you have taken example of human arm and the lizard arm. Okay, so you will say, sir, these all are different, like the human's arm is different and lizard arm is different. Okay, but they come under the homologous organ category because they having a common internal structure. Okay, human arm internal structure is very much similar to the lizard internal arm structure. Okay, so that's why it is a category of homologous organs. Got it? Now come to the analogous organs. These are the organs which look similar but having different work, or you can say different internal structure. Just take an example of bird wing and insect wings. You will say the wing has only one work, to uplift the body. Okay, like the bird can use his wing to go upside. Similarly, the insect can use its wings to go upside. But in reality, we know their internal structure is different. That's why an eagle can fly up to high altitudes, but the insect cannot fly up to the higher altitudes. Got it? Now, vestigial organs, the organs which are not so useful in our present body, but were functional in our ancestors' body, like appendix. Today, you do not need appendix in your body necessarily. Okay, but your ancestor were having the appendix. Got it? So these are the organs which we discuss and which we take into consideration while we are formulating our policies regarding the evolution of the life. Okay, now let's move forward. So basically, we having Charles Darwin and natural selection. So before understand the Charles Darwin natural selection, we should understand the other theories given by other personals to support the evolution of life. Okay, so for this, first we having Carlos. Okay, Carlos basically wrote a book which is known as Species Plantarum. Let me write down again, which is known as Species Plantarum. Got it? And basically, he was the first person to support evolution. Okay, so you can say in his book of Species Plantarum, he said that every species have been, or you can say has been, evolved from previous one, and no one is new. Okay, so basically Carlos was the first person who first supported the idea of evolution. He wrote a book, Species Plantarum, in which he said every species which we see today have been evolved from the previous one. Okay, you can say if you are seeing a species, then this will be evolved from another species, maybe Z or maybe Y or any other species. Okay, just take an example. So he said every species which we are seeing today have been evolved from the already existed species and no species is new. Got it? So it was the idea of Carlos. After Carlos, the another person was Jean Lamarck. Got it? So Jean Lamarck wrote a book known as Philosophic Zoology. It was his book, Philosophic Zoology. And what was his theory? His theory was theory of inheritance of acquired character. Acquired characters. Got it? So Jean Lamarck came after Carlos. Okay, he wrote a book, Philosophic Zoology, in which he gave the theory of inheritance of acquired characters. And what was the concept of that theory? So basically, he said evolution was done on the basis of usage of organ with time. So it was his theory, Jean Lamarck's theory. Basically, Jean Lamarck claimed that our ancestors were evolving as per the usage of their organs. The organs which they had no use, they stopped the usage, and with the passage of time, the organ was disappeared. Got it? So just take an example for it. Like in the Australopithecus africanus, who were the apes, okay, they having a heavy hand with strong nails and fingers. But with the passage of time, when we started agriculture, when we started civilizations, when we started a society, then we didn't have a need to having this much heavy hand. So because of the usage of organs, the heavy hand become to the lighter hand, which we having today. Okay, so it was his theory. He said the evolution was done on the basis of usage of organs with time. Got it? After Jean Lamarck, the another theory which is very important is the theory of Charles Darwin and the theory known as the natural selection. Got it? So these are the several theories which are related with this evolution and diversity of life. Okay, so today it's enough to be know about the evolution and diversity of life for some first concepts. We will have a discussion over Charles Darwin and natural selection theory in our upcoming lectures. Till then, just revise the points and thank you.